Assalamualaikum, welcome back, and today I will show you how to test moisture of soil. And I want to make myself introduced with the system, actually how it actually works. Whenever the sensor will be injected to the soil, if there is water, if it is dry, then the electricity cannot flow from one part of the moisture sensor to another part of the moisture sensor. Let me clarify this. Okay, that I want to say that suppose I have injected it in a soil. So if the soil is dry, then the electricity cannot flow from one part of the sensor to another part of the sensor, and this will indicate that the high resistance, the electricity is not being able to flow. As a result, this is a dry soil. On the other hand, if the electricity can flow easily, that means the soil is wet. And now today we want to test moisture of the soil. So what we actually need, we need this sensor, that is soil moisture sensor, and then I need Arduino Uno. I want to indicate the dryness or the weight, and I want to indicate the dryness by red color. So LED, here comes LED, and I want to take another LED to indicate that there is water available. To indicate that state, I want to turn it into green. Fine, and then let's connect. Fine, and now let me explain. You can see two LED. One LED will show me that the soil is dry, and another will show me the opposite of the dry. And this has, if you see that there is two pins, one is anode, another is cathode. How to understand this? Which leg is larger than another, that is anode, and which one is shorter, that is cathode. So anode have to be connected with a digital pin, and or cathode have to be connected to the ground. The same explanation for the green one as well. And here comes the sensor. You can see that there are three pins. One is for power, one is for ground, and another is for signal. And as you can see, I have connected this. Just remember that the signal have to be connected with analog pin. So it was our simple configuration, and let us move to the code. So here is the code, and don't worry, I will provide the GitHub link so you can copy this and play with the code. This is also given the note here, so you can easily understand what is the function of the code. A line, you can omit these lines, and if you omit these lines, then in every place where, suppose in every place where dry LED this is used, you have to use 8, and or where the white LED this word is used, you have to use 7, and then you can proceed. And the convenience of this, of using these three lines, is that it may happen that you get confused why the 8th pin has been used, why the 7th pin has been used. It may be altered unwillingly, so it become what can I say, perplexing while coding. So to avoid this what can I say, confusion, you can declare and give the pin a different name. So doing this, your writing of the code would be more convenient, nothing else. So let's come to the void setup. I think we know that that's something that have to be done on the one time in the whole code, the entire code that have to be written in this void setup, and another that have to be repeated again and again, that should be or have to be written in this void loop section. So at first I have the pin in the void setup. I have those pin. I need to introduce the pin, whether it is output or input, nothing else. So pin mode dry LED output. So you can also use 8 instead of dry LED. It also worked, and I think you know that it actually used to show that how our how the data is transforming, the speed of data is transforming. And then let's come to the void loop section. Simple code that int sensor value. I mean sensor value, this is a variable. What type of variable that is? That is integer type variable. And what will be stored here? The value or analog value of the moisture pin. I mean, you see there in the simulation the moisture pin. Moisture pin means this one. Is this one. Due to the change of the dryness, it will give a different value in different time. So what actually going on here, this function, I mean analog read, will able to detect or able to read each and every different values, and I am saying that put the values in the sensor values in this variable, and then serial dot print in and sensor value. This is not mandatory for the code, but what will it happen? It will help you to see the output in the serial monitor. And then if you see that your Arduino is not working perfectly, but the compiler is not showing you any error, and serial monitor is also working, that means definitely there is a fault in the connection or in the component. Okay, this is the benefit of the serial monitors, as I have explained earlier in one of my videos. And now this is a simple if else statement that's checking that what is the level of the dryness. If it is less than a certain amount, then give me red color. If this is upper than the certain amount, this is the give me the green alarm or green light. You can also use the buzzer or many other things, whatever you want. I will provide you the code inshallah, so you can play this. And what is as I have said that certain value, this is actually arbitrary value. Okay, you can change this, doesn't matter. Here what is going on here, the code indicates that if the sensor value, I mean that value that will be stored in this function, in this variable, if that value is less than 500, then I want to see the dry light high. That means the dry light, I mean dry light means we can say dry light 8th pin. 8th pin is this one, so this light. So this means that if the sensor value which is stored here is less than 500, then I want the output that is dry light high, and at the same time I want that the wet light, I mean this light, you can check this wet light 7 and 7, so this light low. On the other hand, if it is higher than that, equal or higher than that, then I want this result, I mean dry LED dot low, I mean this one I want to shut it down, and then the wet LED high, I want to see that the green light in the simulation, and then delay for 500 seconds, and then restart collecting data and store this, check, and again continuously do this. So this is the code. Let us check is it working or not. So the time clock has been started, that means it's going on well. So this light is switched on. So let me change the, what can I say, let me change the dryness. Okay, you can see that by default it is at the minimum. If I increase or decrease the dryness, then you can see as the soil is provided with water, the green light has switched on. If you increase the water again and again and there is a maximum level of water, the green light is on. If you decrease this and decrease this in a certain value, just this point, in this point you can see that the point, exactly that point when the green has started to turn on, that is 500. Okay, and then after this or less than these points, that will give me the red light. So this how you can one can test the moisture of the soil and take a decision that whether the soil is ideal or not. So it was a very simple code and simulation. I think it will be helpful for you. Assalamu alaikum. And you have the comment box open, whatever you want to ask or whatever you want to know, and if you have any suggestion, then you can give me. Thank you.